boxing fans, this is Jason Lloyd here with 10 Count Boxing News, coming at you with some awesome news. Okay guys, we got Andy Ruiz Jr. versus King Kong Luis Ortiz, okay? At ringside at the Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola fight was none other than King Kong Luis Ortiz. He was being interviewed during and after this great fight, saying that he wants that Andy Ruiz Jr. smoke. And I say that that would be an excellent fight. It would be a great fight. If Ruiz takes that fight, or if he wins that fight, he can fight probably next. He can fight either Dillian Whyte or Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Okay, Andy said he wants 3 more fights this year. He says he wants to fight like Canelo style. He wants to be taking on the best, and he wants to just keep going. He finally got that ring rust out of the way with that tough fight with Chris Arreola. That was a fantastic fight, action-packed, slobber knocker, war of a fight. That was a great fight, guys. So if you missed it, sorry about your luck. I got to see it, and it was incredible. Okay. With that said, the great thing is Andy had a chance to shake off that ring rust, like I say, and he will need to have that rust fully off if he faces Luis King Kong Ortiz. Okay. So I'm telling you, Ortiz he's got the power. He's got stamina. Only 2 losses, both to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Both times he had Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder completely almost out on his feet. And the second fight, he pretty much controlled the fight all the way through until he ended up getting KO'd by one of those big old right hands from the Bronze Bomber. Okay. With that said, a fight matchup between Andy Ruiz and King Kong. We know that King Kong, man, you know, he could take out Godzilla, and I'm telling you, you know, this King Kong, he's no joke. He's gonna be out there slinging that heavy leather. So Andy will definitely have to be ready for him. If he wants to stay at that top level, and I believe that Andy does, okay, he's gonna have to keep taking on these tough fights, just like Dillian Whyte does, and he's gonna have to square up with Dillian Whyte here soon. So he doesn't have to, but it would be good for his career, okay? And I honestly think that he can, I give him, you know, 60%, 60-40 chance of beating King Kong, and I give him about a 50-50 on a Dillian Whyte versus Andy Ruiz matchup, and probably be about the same with the Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber matchup. But I'm glad Andy's back. I'm glad he's losing weight. I'm glad that he's training with Team Canelo. And he's got so much that he could be learning and so much that he could improve on. So with that said, shout out to King Kong, shout out to Andy Ruiz Jr. Okay, we'll go over the tail of the tape of these dudes. Oh, also, Andy Ruiz has said, quote, I think that Luis Ortiz would be a great fight. It's very exciting as well. I got to get back in that ring, and I also have to talk it over with Al Heyman. So that's just one thing that he'll need to do prior to this fight being etched in stone. So, you know, this is basically a super call out from King Kong Ortiz to Andy Ruiz, and Andy also did say that he would like that fight and he think it would be a great fight. Okay, so with that said, the tail of the tape on these dudes, Luis King Kong Ortiz is 32-2 with 27 KOs. He is a southpaw fighter, standing at 6'4" with a 78-inch reach, and his last fight he weighed in at 241 pounds, which is perfect for a good-sized heavyweight. He is from Cuba, and he is a little bit old. He is 42 years old, but he's still got the stamina, he's still got the power, and he hits like, you know, not only King Kong, but he hits like Godzilla as well. All right, even though Godzilla got them little tiny little T-Rex arms or whatever. But with that said, Andy Ruiz Jr. coming in at 34-2 with 22 KOs. 6'2", nicknamed the Destroyer, 74-inch reach, last fought at 256 pounds. He is a 31-year-old Mexican-American, baby. And yeah, that would be an incredible fight by the time this fight's over. If Andy can pull that one off, I believe that he can, but I believe it's going to be another war, just like the Arreola fight. But if Andy could pull that one off, it would be great to see him either fight Dillian Whyte or the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder, and then maybe even take on the winner of the Tyson Fury Andy Ruiz Jr. fight. So come on, guys, if you ain't liked and subscribed, hit that like and subscribe button down there. Come on. We're going to be giving away these bad boys. Once we get up to 1,000 followers, we're over halfway there. I'll send them anywhere in the world, all right? So hit that button. And again, this is Jason Lawyer with 10 Count Boxing News. And remember, after the 10 count, you out, suckers! Peace!
Boxing fans, boxing fans, boxing fans, boxing fans. And remember, after the 10 count,